Now we have the next guy here has a very long name, and that's David Long Jr.
So long, so big.
So 26 years old. He is officially the oldest corner we have on the roster at 26 years old, guys. That's kind of a little crazy. A little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Like any more crazy, we'd be putting straight jackets and be eating cornflakes to stop them doing things.
I mean, just look at our division rivals when you talk about the Eagles. Like how their starters are.
Their starters are like ancient. They're like 35 and 37. No.
Yeah.
I think about 32 and 34. I think their starting corners are.
About that, yeah.
We'll see if they actually start this year. Oops,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud?
Well, their PFF grade is terrible at the end of the year.
Pretty much everything was. That's why they got killed the last half of the year. Anyway, David was originally a third-round pick from the Rams, drafted out of Michigan back in 2019. In 23, he played with the Raiders, the Packers, and the Panthers. So 3 teams. 14 games overall, 2 starts, 19 tackles, 1 pass deflected, a 65.7 PFF grade. Not, you look at it and go, okay, well, that's weird you were on 3 teams. But I feel like he's a legit NFL player. He's just a borderline legit NFL player. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I got him at there. He's not a guy that you sit there and go, let me see if we can develop this guy. He's 26 years old. He's already been developed. He is what he is. Guys don't all of a sudden at 26 become amazing, players. Can it happen? Sure, anything can happen. That's why the Publishers Clearinghouse is so popular. But it's like,
ooh,
remember you get the penny in the mail. Oh yes, but it's not likely. He probably is what he is. So if you need a guy at the back end of your roster to play corner that's got a little bit of experience, there you go, David Long Jr. And he's a guy that very well, I think, could sneak onto the roster. I'm not sure if you put him on the practice squad. I wonder if he's just too old. He's going to have a hard time making this roster, though, with all these young players we have, though. And I hate to say old at 26. Like, I know, John, I saw your comment there on that. But that being old, it's not old in the real world, but in the NFL, it's not even that it's old in the NFL at 26. But you go, okay, I've already seen this guy. I know what he can develop into. Why don't I give a 22-year-old the chance that we can develop instead? Like if it comes down between David Long Jr. and Alex Johnson, you're picking Alex Johnson all day long.
100%. Because just like you said, you got a young guy that you can do a little more coaching with. He hasn't had as much different coaching, if you want to say, to give him different ideas of what you want to do into this new set league. And if you want to be cliche, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, even though that's not true.
I thought it said Nick Lachey at first. I'm like, what, Nick Lachey?
Nick Lachey, you can teach your tricks all day long.
I know it says tuna, but it also says chicken of the sea. Yeah, she was pretty. So
chicken of the sea? Oh, yes.
Poor Jessica Simpson, 20 years later, still being mocked for that. Only by us. Nobody else remembers it probably, but
no.
But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, I would say I think he's not necessarily a bad pick for the practice squad because he's got the experience. I think if you put like him and Alex Johnson on there, cut Stanley Thomas Oliver III, and try to get the other guys on there. But if Aaron Robinson is actually healthy, you got one too many guys potentially, depending on how you build out this roster, and he might be on that way out. So his career extending may very well be based on the health of Aaron Robinson. And I guess that's good for him because Aaron Robinson's never healthy.
Yeah.
Not so good for Aaron Robinson, kind of good for him.
Touché.
Yeah, I know it's mean. We said it. Okay. It's all right. We're moving on.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.